5 important lessons young people should learn from Jim Ratcliffe. Sir James Arthur Ratcliffe, referred to simply as Jim Ratcliffe, is a British billionaire and was born on 18th October 1952. He is the chairman and chief executive officer of Inspec, Ethylene, Oxide and Specialities INEOS chemical group, founded in 1998. The group provides products for many markets including fuel lubricant, packaging and food construction, pharmaceutical and agrochemical textiles. As of 2018, Ratcliffe was named the richest man in the United Kingdom with an estimated worth of £21.05 billion, approximately $32 billion. So how did Jim Ratcliffe become so wealthy, and what can young people learn from him? In this video, we'll share with you 5 important lessons young people should learn from Jim Ratcliffe. If you're new here, consider subscribing so you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Lesson 1. Never indulge drawbacks. In 2008, Ratcliffe faced a crisis when his chemical formula suffered a bad reaction and his volumes and revenue collapsed. The price of oil dropped from $148 a barrel in the middle of the year to $48 at the end of the year. The bank took $946 million from the company because of a technical breach of banking agreement. They made an excess expense of $100 per barrel that was far above the banking agreement meant to keep the refinery wet. Ratcliffe would later comment, "What caused INEOS stress was that the banks took all that cash out of INEOS at its moment of need." In order to prevent further loss, Ratcliffe had to stop all capital and maintenance expenditure, including bonuses and pay rises, and made a temporary agreement with the bank to waive the previous breach in exchange of paying higher interest on his bank loans. This move actually paid off, and since then, Ratcliffe's company emerged only stronger. The lesson for young people: you should know that setbacks happen. Every successful person experiences them because they go hand in hand with trying something bigger and better. When you experience setbacks, evaluate the situation, objectively size up what happened, and then ask yourself what you can do to make the situation evolve into something even greater. After all, as they say, a setback is a setup for a comeback. Lesson 2. Being a late starter is not a barrier to success. Ratcliffe started as an entrepreneur in 1992 at age 40. He established INEOS in 1998. 6 years later, and in less than 2 decades, the company became one of the leading petrochemical companies in the world. Ratcliffe's business expanded quickly by buying petrochemical assets and unwanted operations from companies. Towards the end of 2005, INEOS acquired Ethylene, the petrochemicals arm of BP, for $9 billion. It quadrupled the size of INEOS overnight and brought with it some of the world's largest industrial sites. Jim Ratcliffe. This process eventually made him a lot of money despite starting at the age of 40. The lesson for young people: it is never too early or late to come up with a business idea, as long as you are optimistic about the idea and confident that it will be a success once you establish it. Never feel that age is a barrier to success. You are never too young, neither are you too old to begin your journey to wealth. Lesson 3. Be careful with debt. Ratcliffe had a habit of receiving loans from the bank. In fact, one of his biggest talents was persuading banks to lend him vast amounts of money. The most significant was the loan of $9 billion that he used to purchase the BP's refining business in 2005. Ratcliffe received loans to get more deals done and to boost his business, to make more profit and get more assets. But the financial crisis of 2008 showed how risky borrowing could be when his chemicals crashed. Ratcliffe made a debt covenant with the bank, making his company bond chemicals to crash to about 10 cents on the dollar. INEOS's debt in 2009 was more than $86 billion. He eventually recovered from the debt in 2017 when he was able to pay more than half his debt, making his company stronger. The lesson for young people: you should be careful when running into debt because it can ruin your financial dreams and make it difficult to get ahead. Taking financial risk is alright only when you are confident of the outcome. You shouldn't take loans and disperse it where it wouldn't flourish. Take risks that are more likely to profit you and always have a backup plan in case things don't go as planned. Lesson 4. Be a good leader. In May 2009, Ratcliffe was granted an honorary fellowship by the Institution of Chemical Engineers, acknowledging his sustained leadership in building the INEOS Group, and was also presented with the Petrochemical Heritage Award at the 2013 International Petrochemical Conference held in San Antonio, Texas, because of the overwhelming success and rapid growth of INEOS in the last 15 years, a significant milestone. Tom Treaton, the CEO of Chemical Heritage Foundation, made a remark about Ratcliffe. He said, "He takes a well-timed risk that will turn his ideas into reality, a great quality of a leader." Jim Ratcliffe stated that he ensured team effort in his group and gave his management and executives autonomy and independence to create a better working environment for his workers, making them look more like owners rather than employees. He said these steps generated that spirit of entrepreneurship that made his businesses successful. The lesson for young people: as a young and aspiring entrepreneur, good leadership is one of the keys to business success. You should learn how to communicate with your partners or employees and lead by example to create a better working environment where mutual understanding is paramount. If as a leader you are positively engaged with your partners and staff, you will find that they become more engaged in your work and more productive, which at the end of the day drives your business to success. Lesson 5. Make smart choices. After he graduated from Birmingham University, problems of eczema stopped Ratcliffe from pursuing a career in chemical engineering, and he ended up joining a US private equity firm, Advent International, to develop his deal-making skills before he finally delved into business. When he became an entrepreneur, Ratcliffe's plan was to snap up the under-managed commodity business from chemical giants such as ICI and BP, which proved successful. The choice he made eventually turned things around, and he was able to leverage finance and double their cash flow within 5 years. In 10 years, the company had made more than 20 acquisitions, making Ratcliffe a full-fledged billionaire. The lesson for young people: when Ratcliffe wanted to set up INEOS, remortgaging his house and putting everything he had on the table was part of the decision he made and the risk he took, which paid off in the end. Making smart decisions is important. Weigh your options against a predetermined set of criteria because this helps your decision making easier and more effective. Be aware of past decisions and use them to your benefit if something similar comes up, because choices and decisions will either save or ruin your business. In conclusion, if you're a young person and you want to be rich in life, know that setbacks happen, so expect them and accept them when they come and never get discouraged. You are never too young or too old to start a business. Have a goal, work towards it, and success is yours. Do not indulge in debts except it's well calculated. Take calculated risk and always have a backup plan. Good leaders breed good teams, and good teams grow successful businesses. Lastly, make smart choices that will lead to the achievement of your goals. Thank you for watching our videos. We'd like to give you another interesting video for you to enjoy next. But before then, our team will be very happy if you can like this video and share it with your friends on social media. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Look at your screen now to see 2 other videos we handpicked for you to enjoy next. We love you.